morning, students. Welcome to your English language class. Today we are going to revise the chapter The Uses of the Tense. By the end of this video, you will be able to understand the uses of the present and past tenses, solve the given exercises. Students, before starting the chapter, let's recapitulate the tenses. There are three tenses: present, past, and future. They are further divided into four types. In the present tense, the subtypes are simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, present perfect continuous tense. The subtypes of past tense are simple past tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, past perfect continuous tense. In the future tense, the subtypes are simple future tense, future continuous tense, future perfect tense, future perfect continuous tense. Let's start with the simple present tense. Firstly, let's quickly recapitulate the sentence structure. In the positive sentence, the structure is subject plus present form of the verb plus object. In the negative sentence, the structure goes like subject plus do or does plus not plus present form of the verb plus object. In interrogative sentence, the structure is do or does plus subject plus present form of the verb plus object plus question mark. Now students, simple present tense is used firstly to express a habitual action. Let's take examples. He gets up early in the morning. Now students, here we have used simple present tense because here the same activity is repeated. It is for the regular activity. He gets up early in the morning means same action is repeated every day. He takes exercise every morning. Here also the same activity is repeated. She comes to school by bus. It is also a regular activity. The second point is to express universal truths. For example, the soul is immortal. Students, universal truth means which is applicable everywhere, means it holds good everywhere. The soul is immortal. It is a universal truth. It is applicable everywhere. So we have used simple present tense. The earth moves around the sun. Here also it is applicable everywhere. Rain falls from the clouds. It is again a universal truth. So we have used simple present tense. The third point is to express a situation or a fact that is permanent. The examples are Delhi stands on the Yamuna. It remains the same. My house faces east. It is also a permanent situation. This road runs from Delhi to Kolkata. Fourth point is to express a future action when the futurity is indicated by the context as the college reopens next week. Students, here we are talking about the future action, but in order to express this future action, we can use the simple present tense. Here we are talking about future, but instead of using the future tense, we have used the simple present tense. He sails for England next Monday. We leave by the 8:30 a.m. train. Moving on to the fifth point, to express what is actually now taking place. For example, here comes the bride. There goes the bus. Now students, normally the sentence structure is subject plus present form of the verb plus object. But if the sentence starts with here and there, after that we use the verb. Here comes the bride, not here is coming. There goes the bus. See how it rains. Now students, move on to the present continuous tense. Let's quickly recapitulate the sentence structure. In the positive sentence, the structure is subject plus is am plus present form of the verb plus ing plus object. In the negative sentence, the structure is subject plus is am plus not plus present form of the verb plus ing plus object. In interrogative sentence, the structure is am plus subject plus present form of the verb plus ing plus object plus question mark. Students, present continuous tense is used firstly to express an action going on at the time of speaking. It is often associated with adverbs and adverb phrases of present time, such as now, at present, at this moment, etc. The action that is going on at the present moment. For example, what are you doing now? I am reading a book at present. The boys are playing football. Secondly, this tense is sometimes used to mark an action that will happen in the future. Let's take examples. I am leaving for Delhi tomorrow. Students, if we say I leave for Delhi tomorrow, it is also correct. They are going to London next year. Thirdly, in case of repeated actions, she is always making excuses. Students, in this case, we use present continuous tense. They are regularly arguing about something or the other. Here also, we are using present continuous tense. Students, come to the fourth point. Sometimes we come across both the simple present tense and present continuous tense in the same sentence. The phone always rings when we are having dinner. Students, here we are talking about two actions. One action is already taking place when the other action happens. Move on to the present perfect tense. Let's quickly revise the sentence structure. In the positive sentence, the structure is subject plus has or have plus past participle form of the verb plus object. In negative sentence, the structure goes like subject plus has or have plus not plus past participle form of the verb plus object. In interrogative sentence, has or have plus subject plus past participle form of the verb plus object followed by the question mark. Students, present perfect tense is used firstly to express an action that has just been completed. Let's take examples. The sun has set. Students, here the action that has just completed in the recent past Here the action got over a few moments back. The train has just arrived. We have just finished our dinner. Means we have just finished our dinner few moments back. Move on to the second point. To express a past action, the results of which still continue. Let's take up examples. I have lived in Mumbai for 10 years. Students, I have lived in Mumbai for 10 years and I am still living there. So we have used present perfect tense. We have known each other for the past 10 years. Now come to the third point. To express a future perfect when such words as when, before, as soon as, till, after are used before it. For example, I shall go there after I have done my lessons. Here we are talking about two actions. One action will be completed, then the second action will be done. So the action that will be completed first, with that we use present perfect tense, especially after the conjunctions like before, as soon as, till, after, when, etc. I will attend to this business as soon as I have finished my letter. Students, here also there are two actions. One is attend to this business and second is finished my letter. So the first action will be finishing the letter. So we will write this in present perfect. Now students, come to present perfect continuous tense. Let's quickly do the sentence structure. In the positive sentence, the structure is subject plus has or have plus been plus present form of the verb plus ing plus object. In negative, it is subject plus has or have plus not plus been plus present form of the verb plus ing plus object. In interrogative sentence, the structure is has or have plus subject plus been plus present form of the verb plus ing plus object plus question mark. Now come to present perfect continuous tense. It shows that the action that began in the past is continuing up to the present time. For example, I have been working for 2 hours. Students, note that we use since to indicate point of time and for to indicate period of time. Since morning, since last night, since Tuesday, since February, since 1947, since 8 o'clock, etc. Long time refers to period of time. 2 hours again refer to period of time, but we don't know which 2 hours. 6 months again referring to the period of time, but we don't know which particular 6 months. So we use for with it. Students, the word like morning, last night, Tuesday, February, 8 o'clock are referring to the particular point of time. The examples are, we have been reading here since 2007. Means we started reading in 2007 and the action is still going on. Sita has been singing since morning. Here also the action is still going on. The boys have been playing football for 3 hours. It has been raining for 10 hours. Now students, come to the simple past tense. Let's quickly recapitulate the sentence structure. The sentence structure in the positive sentence is subject plus past form of the verb plus object. In negative sentence, it is subject plus did not plus present form of the verb plus object. In interrogative sentence, it is did plus subject plus present form of the verb plus object plus question mark. Simple past tense is used, firstly, to express that something was done or took place in past time. It is usually associated with adverbs and adverb phrases of past time, such as yesterday, last week, month, year, etc. Students, yesterday, last week, last month, last year, they are adverbs of time. For example, I met him yesterday. Here, the action took place yesterday means in the past time. He failed last year. This action also took place last year, so it is past. He went out 10 minutes ago. Secondly, to express a habitual action in the past, for example, the Hindu widows burnt themselves along with their husbands. Students, it was the habitual action in the past, so we have used the simple past tense here. The third is to express an action actually going on at the time stated. While they bathed, we fished. Children, here we are talking about two actions. One is taking a bath and second one is fishing. Both the actions are going on at the same time, so we can use simple past tense to express both the actions. Come to the past continuous tense. Let's discuss the sentence structure. In the positive sentence, the structure is subject plus was were plus present form of the verb plus ing plus object. In negative sentence, it is subject plus was over plus not plus present form of the verb plus ing plus object. In interrogative sentence, the structure is was or were plus subject plus present form of the verb plus ing plus object plus question mark. Students, past continuous means that the action was still going on in the past time. Refer to the examples are: what was she doing when you called on her? Children, here we are referring to an action that was going on at some time in the past. I want to know what she was doing at that time when you visited her. So, what was she doing when you called on her? When I called on her, she was singing. When we arrived, they were having lunch. Now, students, come to the past perfect tense. It is used to denote an action which had been completed at some point in the past time before another action was commenced. For example, the train had left before they reached the station. Here, there are two actions in this statement. One action happened, then the second action happened. With first action, we write past perfect tense, and with the second, we use simple past tense. The train had left before they reached the station. Two actions take place. Which action took place first? The train had left. So with it, we use the past perfect. The ship had sunk before help could reach her. Which action took place first? The ship had sunk. So we have used past perfect. And with the second action, before help could reach her, we used simple past. The rain had stopped. It is the first action. So with it, we used past perfect. When she arrived, this is second action. So we have used simple past. Students, come to the past perfect continuous tense. Let's discuss the sentence structure. With positive sentence, the structure is subject plus had been plus present form of the verb plus ing plus object. In negative sentence, the structure is subject plus had not plus been plus present form of the verb plus ing plus object. In interrogative sentence, the structure is had plus subject plus been plus present form of the verb plus ing plus object followed by the question mark. Now students, past perfect continuous tense. I had been writing for an hour when you came to see me. It shows that the action of writing had continued for a certain time previous to the point of past time named. For better clarification, let's take some examples. We had been waiting for you for 2 hours when you came. Students, the action is now over, but it started sometime in past and it was going on at that particular time. Students, keep in mind that the use of since and for will remain same as we used in the present perfect continuous tense. Let's take some examples. He said that he had been living there since 1960. I told him that I had been working hard for the last 4 hours. Now students, your homework is to solve the exercise given in your SNAP homework.